32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Johnson running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the left side. Kirkland. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the 2nd and 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy, couldn't get in there. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. There he goes.
Off play action. Love. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, defense. Out top.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts on his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, D. Shit.
They'll try the left side. Kirkland. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
36. Check. Watch that.
Now Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
55, my God, 55. All day, just like that.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a give, right side. Kirkland. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson now. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Red, 60 Pittsburgh. Come on. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
first down. Love. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson going to look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it with Jones. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
25-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. No chance. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
61. Matchbox, right. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Chester.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Ricky. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Why? Who? Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. We don't want this. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Leo. Lucky. 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 Check. Crunch. 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 Ready, go.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. It's Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. And a catch made by Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd down, Kirkland. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 43. Ready.
Off play action. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Love. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 42-yard line.
Now, get to the base. Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on 1st down. Love. The right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
On the ground, this is Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. field now. Here's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back to throw. Love flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, Love. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Looking to throw. Whitfield, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Whitfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Operating from the gun. Whitfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Panthers.